Good morning, everybody. This is your favorite nerdy educator, Miss Hampton, and this is the 11 o'clock session, which is my math class, higher level math. And this is for the YouTube channel. So this video is being recorded for all training and quality purposes. All right. So as you can see, I only have one student here. You cannot see her face, but you can see her name, and I am okay with that. All right. So, with all that being said, I want you all to take a look at this. All right. I want you to take a look at the virtual English/math class. For those who don't know, I do teach a English class from 9 in the morning to 10, and then I turn around and teach this math class from 11 to 12. Both classes are only for an hour. Um, Today will probably just be a light day just to get everybody familiar with what is getting ready to happen and with what is going on. All right. So I want you to take a moment to read all of this good stuff right here. Um, and yeah, just gonna wait. Okay. So this is what today is basically going to be. We're just going we're just going to look at how Zoom works and the functionalities, making sure that your audio and the video is on, making sure that you can hear me clearly, and above all else, making sure that you can function along with the wave of how this is going to go, because this is the platform that I will be using for teaching my English class as well as my math class. All right. All right. So next slide. Okay. Making sure that you can see that. I will read this out loud. Well, some parts, not all, but it says these videos will be recorded for quality and training purposes. I always wanted to say that. Seriously speaking, these videos are for my YouTube channel as playbacks for students who missed the virtual classes throughout the week. No worries, your face will not be seen on the recording. Yeah, about that. Make sure that you cut your camera off, okay? I realized in my English class that I saw some faces, and although my students may or may not be okay with that, and I do want to respect everyone's privacy in that regard. So please make sure that you cut your cameras off, but keep your audio on. And as the host, I do reserve the right to put you on mute. So, or you can put yourself on mute. So that way we can cancel out any background noise or any, distractions or whatnot. It can be clear and you can hear everything that I'm saying. So please make sure that you cut your cameras off. Make sure you have a nice visible name. Um, Nothing too crazy, nothing ridiculous, just, have something nice and presentable. Okay. Um, I will put everyone on mute as you enter the virtual class. Again, make sure that your camera is off. This class is only it says from 9 to 10, and that's for my English class, but for my math class is only going to be from 11 to 12. So make sure that you are here at 11 o'clock because this is only going to be for 1 hour. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my student, Miss Tiffany, off of mute, and I'm going to ask her some questions. And we're going to get started with our lesson. All right. Miss Tiffany, can you hear me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Thank you so much for joining me. You are numero uno in this math class, and you should be very happy about that. You really should be. That's important. Um, but I do want to ask you a question. Since this math class is only going to be for an hour, and since you are the only one that is present, what math concepts would you like to go over for today? Before you answer that, let me say this. I will have lessons planned out for the day, depending on how many students are in the virtual class. But remember, if you miss a day, the playbacks will be available for you via YouTube. So make sure that you have subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can get all the goodness of your favorite nerdy educator. All right. So with that being said, Miss Tiffany, is there a particular math concept that you would like to go over for today?
I would like to go over area, finding the area when the formula is not presented or an example is not presented.
Ooh.
Like finding an area to a certain shape, open
Oh,
space, I guess.
okay. So is this finding the area of an irregular figure or?
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
it could be multiple shapes combined into one, but then when you have to break it down to get the measurements as far as like the area or the circumference for that particular shape that was created.
Wonderful. Okay. And I can do that. And as a matter of fact, I will do that. What I'm going to do now is I am going to stop the screen share. Well, no. Yeah, I'm going to stop the screen share for a second. I will, bring that back up, but I'm going to stop it for a second because I want to grab my book. All right. And for the record, for anybody that's watching the playback, please make sure that you are taking notes on the lessons. I also have a math playlist available for your viewing and studying pleasures. So make sure that you are taking advantage of the resources and all the information that is being given because that's very important. Everything that we do is important. All right. So this is the book that I will be using, the GED Mathematics book. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And I will be getting and providing examples from the book. All right. So let me see here. Because we actually do have that. And like you said, Miss Tiffany, you are absolutely right. In order to find the area of irregular figures, you have to break them apart and find the individual areas for each shape, and then you would add them back together. That's really what you do. Please make sure that you do not get this confused with surface area though, because that's something totally different. If I can find it, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to open back up the screen share. And Ms. Tiffany, let me know if you can um, see the screen.
Yes.
All right. And your audio sounds wonderful, by the way. I just wanted to put that out there as well. It is clear, it is concise. I can hear. And for the record, if you see me squinting, y'all know I have bad eyes. I'm asking the Lord to bless me abundantly with some new eyes. So, so don't laugh. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, and this is a Mental Monday check-in. And this is what I would normally ask my students on Mondays, but being as how I only have one student and she's already answered the question in the English class, I'm going to skip this part. But if you are watching the playback, please write down and let me know what are you doing? What is going on? How is your mental doing? How is everything doing and all that good stuff? All right. And it looks like we have another student joining us. Looks like Miss Narissa. She's connecting to the audio, so give her a moment. says connecting to the audio. All right. All right. Woo. Oh, all right. Miss Narissa. Oh, I have to make some room over here, Lord. All right. All right. So here we go. All right. So Miss Narissa, please make sure, if you can hear me, please make sure that you keep your camera off. I would love to see your beautiful face, but keep your camera off. That's for just privacy purposes. And if you can hear me, I'm happy that you're here. Okay. But if not, just follow the board, and have any questions, you can write them in the chat box. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give an example of how to find the area of crazy shapes and figures. Okay. Or irregular figures. That's really what they're called. All right. So I'm coming out of the book here, and I'm going to, do the best that I can. I'm not an artist. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to start that over.
I can't really hear you that well anymore.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my microphone, so I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. Is that better? Okay. Now, in the video, it's gonna look like I'm hanging myself, but but I want to. Let me not do that. But please let me know if you cannot. If you
I think it was just because you was moving.
Yeah, more than likely. And I'm doing better, I promise. All right, so we have this shape. Okay, so we have this shape here. Remember, Miss Hampton is not an artist, and I'm real sensitive. All right. All right, so we have this, and we have this side. Now, I understand that it looks like a Band-Aid or it looks like a pool, but that's what the picture is, okay? So, all right, so they want us to find the area of this particular figure, but we have to break it down into shapes. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is, so the first thing that we have to do is we have to break down the shape.
We can't hear you again.
Uh-oh. Okay, is that better?
No.
No? Okay, wait a minute.
That's better.
Oh, maybe, okay, maybe I just need to be still. I don't know. Okay. All right, so this part is 3 feet, I think. Can't see. Okay, 3 feet. So this part is 3 over here. I'm going to write a 3. Now, please remember that this is 3 feet. Okay. And then I also have this part up here. I'll just put 12. Okay. All right.
So when you have the numbers, it's easy to figure it out. But I know I did some videos on Khan Academy where they didn't have any numbers.
Oh, they should have gave you numbers. I don't know why they wouldn't.
No, it was like find the area, and I did good on a couple of them, but it's a lot more difficult to find them when you don't have your numbers.
That's a mess. Well, no need to fear. Miss Hampton is here to save the day, because that's what I do. So the first thing we have to do is we have to recognize what shapes we're working with. So based on the picture, you see that we have 2 half circles, despite what the picture looks like. We have 2 half circles, and we know that that makes a whole circle. So we're dealing with a circle, and we're also dealing with a rectangle. Okay, so when we break these apart, that's what we have. Now, when I put these 2 half circles together, this gives me a diameter of 3, right?
Yeah.
All right, of 3 feet. All right, so who remembers or who can tell me the formula for the area of a circle?
So we already have the, oh wait, for
No,
the area, because
yeah,
let me see.
Just give me the formula, not the answer, so to speak, but the formula.
Oh, pi times
R squared.
2, or yes.
Yeah, R squared. Thank you, Miss Tiffany, and thank you, Miss Narissa. All right, so remember, we're dealing with the radius here, but we have a diameter. So what do we have to do with this diameter? Who remembers?
You have to get the radius.
But how do we do that?
It's the radius is half of the diameter.
Excellent. So what is half of 3?
1.5.
1.5. Okay. So now I have 3.14, and that's going to be times 1.5 squared. Now I'm pretty sure that you all have your calculators in front of you. Well, at least I hope. So can you tell me what 3.14 times, I think is 2.25?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So if you can multiply that out for me, let me know what that answer is.
1.065.
You said
7.065.
7.065, and that's going to be feet squared. Okay, so that's one part of that. All right, so we're going to keep that number. 7.065 feet squared is the area of a circle if we have the diameter of 3 feet. But remember, we have to find the radius. So in order to find the radius, you must take a half. Take 1/2, I'm going to write that over here. 1/2 of the diameter equals the radius. One radius. Okay, keep that in mind. And I'm gonna give y'all a smiley face because we like smiley faces. All right. So now the next thing we have to do, we have to now find the area of this rectangle. Does anybody remember the formula for the area of a rectangle?
Isn't it length and width?
Yep, length times width. All right, so we have 12 over here, and we have 3 here. So this is just simply saying 3 times 12, right?
Right.
All right, and I'm running out of space. Even with the small board, I still write big. I don't know. I have to work on it, but hopefully you all can see it nonetheless. So we have area is equal to 12 times 3, and that gives us 36, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right, 36 feet squared. Now, we found the area of our circle. We found the area of our rectangle. So now all we have to do is just simply add these two items together. So we're going to add this together and this together. So of course, when we do that, and I'm going to go ahead and write it over here, plus So this is actually, if we really want to take it back to basic math, we are reinforcing the adding decimals. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't like how I wrote that 5. I'm going to erase.
So I
Okay.
got 43.065. Are
Right.
we rounding?
Yes. Now this is the thing, and this is very important. Remember, even on your math GED, they're going to ask you, round it to the nearest whole number, round it to the nearest tenth. So whatever it is that they ask you to do, that's what you give them. So if we rounded this to the nearest whole number, what would our answer be?
43.
43. Muy bien. If we rounded it to the nearest tenth, what would our answer be?
43.1.
It'd be
No,
43.
yeah.
No, it'd be 40. No, you're right. It'd be 43.
It is?
It'll be 43.1, because remember, when we're rounding to the nearest
Oh,
10,
yeah.
we have to look at our hundredths place, which is here. So because 6 is higher than 5, then this 0 turns into 1. And what if we rounded it to the nearest hundredth?
43.07.
Very good, Miss Marissa. You get a smiley face. That's for you. Okay. So that is how you would find the area of irregular figures. Now, of course, I'm going to give you a practice one to do on your own, so that way, you all understand how this stuff works. Because it's a lot of, I'm not going to say there are a lot of formulas involved, but as long as you know the shapes and which formula to use, you'll be in business. Like you'll be good to go. All right, so let me go ahead here and give you. Okay, I'm going to give you this one. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna draw it as best as I can. Oh, that is so. All right. And yes, it is going to look like an arrow or a Christmas tree, either way. Okay. All right. All right. And okay. So this is all right. 6 feet, and this is 4. All right. All right. And this base. Okay. Matter of fact, let me use another color. Let me undo that. Okay. So I'm going to put this base in red. Okay. So the base of this triangle is 10. Yeah. It's 10 feet. All right. So real quick, and I'm going to let y'all ladies have at it. Tell me, what 2 shapes are we working with?
Triangle and a
Rectangle
rectangle.
and triangle.
Yep, a triangle and a rectangle. So very quickly, what is the formula for a well, we already know the formula for a rectangle. That's going to be area equals length times width. We know that. What about the area for a triangle?
Isn't it base times half a height, or
half base times height?
Yep, 1/2 base times height. All right. So that is all the information that I am going to give you, ladies. I'm going to give you all about 5 minutes to work on this. I'm going to actually stop my video for a split second, and I'm going to put y'all on mute. All right. Well, wait, I don't know if I can do that. Okay, maybe I can. I'm going to try it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I will be back. Check in on you all within the next 5 to 6 minutes on this problem.
I'm done.
Oh, you see, you've always worked quick.
About to say, I'm done too.
Okay, well, fine.
But you can take your 5 minutes.
No,
Get
that's
you some
okay.
water.
I mean, I am a little parched, but that's okay because y'all work quick and I'm here for it. All right, so we're back. All right, that was fast. All right, so tell me exactly what you did.
Play the area each, separate them.
Yep. So what was the area for the rectangle?
24 feet.
24. So we just gonna put 24 right here. 24 feet squared. Now that, remember, when we're dealing with area, everything is in squared units. So you have feet squared, meters squared, inches squared, whatever unit you're working with, you make sure that it is squared. All right. And tell me, what is the area for the triangle?
100 feet square.
Yes, and I am going to write this out for anybody that needs to see it for the playback purposes of the video. All right, so we said 1/2. The base is 10. The height is 20. Okay, so I can multiply 10 times 20. That gives me 200. Half of 200 is 100. No biggie, but I'm going to write it out that way so everybody can see where I came up with these numbers. Okay, and then that is 100. All right, so now what is my next step?
Add them together.
Add it to the.
Add the two together. So when I do that, I have
124.
1, 2, 4. Oh, Miss Hampton, you forgot the squared. Because I felt in my spirit somebody was thinking that. So I want to be sure that I didn't forget it. All right. All right. So now I'm going to give y'all another one. And this time, I'm setting myself up when I do. But I'm because y'all going to laugh at me. All right. Which one do I want to give? Okay. Okay. I will give you this one. Well, where is it? Okay. Okay, so we have a cone. La 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 la. And yes,
Wow.
it looks like a crayon, but you know, it's okay. Let's see here. So we know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a cone and we're dealing with a cylinder. Now, the height of this cone is 8 feet. I meant cylinder, sorry. I know what I meant. This down here, which is the radius, is 3 feet. Okay. And this part right here, which is the height of the cone, is 5 feet. So tell me, what two formulas will we be working with?
Well, aren't we working in Q when we're dealing with this type of shape?
Yep. So we got the volume of a cylinder, which is the area of a circle times the height. Remember, anytime you're dealing with volume, it's simply the area times the height. So you're going to be dealing with this formula, boom, and then you're going to also be dealing with volume of a cone, which is 1/3. So there goes that
I was always having trouble with that one. I don't like it.
No, you're not. You're not going to have trouble with it. My pi is giving me trouble though, so let me rewrite that. I don't like how I wrote that. All right.
1/3. Excuse me, y'all.
Okay. So I want you to work on this. And now I'm going to go ahead and stop my video so you can see my beautiful face. And I will be right back after these commercial messages. All right, you cool cats and kittens. We are back. So, how's it going?
I think, well, I'm done, but I gotta see if I get the same answer. If my answer's right.
Okay. What about you, Miss Narissa? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. You just sound so
Sure.
happy, Miss Narissa. You just sound so
I,
delighted.
I just had a good stretch.
Ah, we all need one of those in our lives, that's for sure. All right. So, you know, I honestly did not get to do when I was a kid. So of course, gonna need a new board here because I write big. All right. So I want you all to tell me what you did. Oh yeah.
Find the volume of the cylinder. And
Okay. The volume of the cylinder. Miss Hampton is a creature of habit, so I always write out my formulas. You don't necessarily have to do that. I'm just trained to do that. All right. So what was my radius for the cylinder?
3.
3. Okay. And what was my height? 8.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I'm just writing out step by step for the playback for the people that will be watching this because they missed class. Okay. Yeah. All right. All righty. So what's my answer? 3.14 times 772.
I got 226.
26.19.
Ooh, two. It was like y'all was both going in at the same time, and I heard a 222. I just so is it
236.
236?
26.
Oh, 226.
Point 19.
0.19. Okay. Did you get that answer?
I don't know why I got .08.
Did you use 3.14 for pi?
I can't hear you, but I didn't use the pi button. I don't
Okay.
know.
Um. Hmm.
Oop. Uh,
No, I think I know what you did, but we're gonna continue. Yeah, I think.
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh goodness. Okay. What about now?
You kind of low, but I could hear you better.
Okay. Wait a minute. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay.
me, I just get a lot of numbers, so I round it off, to be honest, to 2 decimal places.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, Miss Crystal?
I said I got a lot of numbers to the end, so I rounded it off to 2 decimal places.
Oh, okay. That's fine. See, when you have a lot of numbers like that, that's what you want to do. That's okay.
Your audio is not doing good.
My audio?
Don't upload this video. We're gonna have to try again tomorrow.
Oh Lord. It looks like I'm gonna have to try again everywhere. Well, this actually may go under the blooper section. I do have a blooper section
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
under the playlist. Yeah, I think it will go there.
Or do you know how to do the voiceover
No,
on the
I don't.
YouTube? You could go to YouTube Studio and do the voiceover.
That's some editing, boy.
Well, and I'm a newbie at all this. I'm a newbie. But I would let me say this. What I will more than likely end up doing, I'm probably just going to do one video for the math and the English class. Don't worry, you all will still get your credit for the math class for today. But anybody that misses today. It's kind of like a free day, so to speak. So, oh well. But but don't worry, I'll make sure y'all are taken care of. Okay. I'm just what I'll do is I'm going to hear it first, and if I like it or if it's decent, I'll be like, okay, I'll upload it. But if it's not to my satisfaction, I might still load it and put it in the blooper section or something. But more than likely, I'll just redo the whole thing over and it'll just be me talking. But y'all got the
That's
lesson
good.
today, so that y'all got the lesson today, so that's what's important. All right. So we have this. Okay, I almost forgot. Now, for the cone, remember, you're going to find the area of the circle times the height and divide by 3. So we have 1/3. And what's the radius again?
3.
Aha. Yes, it is 3. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, that's what I was doing. I realized I was trying to do 3.14. All right. All right. 3.14 times, you said 3 was my radius? Yep, which it is. But why is 3 my radius?
Because the bottom and the top is the same.
Exactly. Aha. And my height is 5. Right?
Right.
Yes, and please excuse the handwriting. I know this is not Hampton's best, but I have to use a mouse and I have to use my fingers and that whole little bit. But yes. So we have 1/3 of 3.14 times 9, because that is 3 squared, times 5. Okay. So far so good with the steps?
Yeah.
All right. We're cooking with gas. All right. Ooh, no. We will not be doing that. No, sir. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and write this out, but I'm going to do a shortcut. You necessarily don't have to do this, but I'm going to because it's just the right thing to do. I'm going to go ahead and take 1/3 of 45 simply because 45 is a multiple of 3. So when I do that, I'm going to end up with 3.14 times 15. Okay. So I'm going to write that over here. When I get real, good with this and I can do voiceovers like some of my favorite YouTubers, then I'll really be in the money. But right now, I am just a plain Jane. That's all I am. That's it. I think I'm doing a good job with this, considering.
You are. I feel like we need more time, though. I need 2 hours.
Okay. Well, okay. Okay. Well, okay.
I ain't mean to put you on the spot. My bad.
Well, no, that's all right because I always have that one student that does that, and I told you are my student. Oh Lord. All right. So I mean, nothing's really changed except the platform. We're still the same. Nothing's changed. All right. So when I get 3.14 times 15, what is that answer?
47.12.
47.1?
2.
I got it right. I'm so excited.
47.2.
During the cone was giving me trouble.
47.12.
Oh, 1, 2. Okay. So now I'm just going to simply add these two numbers together. 47 percent. 1, 2. Yes, I did say percent. Okay. And then we're going to add those nice babies up. And that's going to give us 31. And then a 3. Then a 7. Then a 3.
Now I can add those extra numbers on the end. I guess because maybe the way I calculated it, because I got 273.18 feet squared. I mean cubed.
Hmm. Are you using your phone calculator or are you using the regular calculator?
I'm using the TI-30.
Okay. Check your mode.
Oops.
Is your mode in degree, norm, float, and classic? Because in my spirit, I feel like you may be in math class for some reason. I could be wrong though.
Oh my mode. I don't know. I think my mode is in classic. Oops, I messed that up.
Oh no.
Okay. Let me.
Okay, there we go.
Because what I did was I did 3 times 3 times 5 times 3.14, and then I got 47.1. I didn't get any additional numbers.
Because you rounded off.
Oh, because well, yeah. I mean, either way, this is what I care about. This answer right here. If you, long as you got this, because more than likely they'll say round to the nearest whole number, or
Right.
so as long as if you round it to the nearest whole number, you're still gonna get 273. So, either way, that's
Okay.
what that's what I care about because that's important to me. All right.
So that was productive.
Yeah. So in essence, today was very productive. Um, More than likely, I'm probably gonna post this maybe under bloopers. I don't know. We all need a good laugh every now and again. I think that's what I provide faithfully. But I don't know. I just have to see how it looks and how it feels to me because that's important. I mean, So, are there any questions about this type of stuff that we just did?
Nah.
Okay.
Nope.
So remember, finding the area or volume of a irregular figure is as simple as this. You're going to take it apart and put it back together. Think of it as a puzzle piece. Because that's
But if
exactly
you
what
don't have no leads, we need to do it. If we don't have no leads, we need to know how to do it.
I would have to literally see a problem for that type of example, Miss Tiffany. But for whatever reason, you should always be provided with numbers. Yeah. But if all else fails, just pick C. That's my motto, and that's what helped me get through life, and that's what will help you. So just if
I took that quiz 2 times. I said, bump this quiz. I'm moving on to something else.
all right, Miss Moving On, I hear you.
Yeah, I ain't had time. I said, I be flagging those ones.
Lord have
I'm
mercy.
dead.
Oh Lord Jesus. Well, this was very productive. So I ended the screen share. So hopefully y'all got the notes. And for the playback people, if I decide to put this up, you can feel free to rewind and all that good stuff. All right. Well, I have a couple of minutes left because I think I forgot what time I started. I think I started around 11. I don't know, can't remember. But moving forward, as always, this will be the platform that we will be using. Remember, these videos are recorded not only for quality and training purposes, but also for the YouTube playback. For anyone that misses class and needs a refresher on what we have done for that particular day. Also, please keep in mind that if you want to keep down the noise in the background or whatnot, please make sure that you put your phones on or phones on mute or put the audio on mute. Well, not the audio on mute, but you get what I'm trying to say. Make sure that we can't hear anything in the background. Okay. If you have headphones, I would suggest that you use those. Sometimes I'll use headphones, sometimes I won't. It just depends on what day it is. Um, so that's the reason why I hope that these headphones will be of, of a help to me versus a hindrance. Um, and that's pretty much how this class is going to go until further notice. So, how do we feel about our first math session virtually, ladies? Woo!
It was
I
cool.
feel good.
Okay. All right. So, Miss Narissa, I know you are a young lady of not so many words, but did you, and I'm not putting you on the spot by no means, but did you enjoy this session?
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, Now, also remember this. If you know anybody, wink, wink, that is in this math class, if you have their number and they missed this class, reach out and be a friend. But don't worry, I am going to put this on the as a reminder that everyone should be, joining class, depending on what, if you're in English at 9 o'clock, if you're in math, sign in at 11. So yeah. And these classes are only going to be for an hour. And I understand that if you do need more time, let me just get through the next couple of days. I just need time to make sure that people are joining, people are coming in, and I just want to try to make this a smooth transition as possible. So no worries. To answer your question, Miss Tiffany, I will just give me some time. Just give me a couple of days. Is that fair?
Oh, to answer my question about it being longer,
Yes, ma'am.
I think that it does, because we were only able to do what, two problems, and the more people that we have on and more people will have questions, that little hour is going to go by so fast.
And no, and I do agree. But I also am looking at it from the vantage point of I don't know if people can take looking at their phone or their computer or whatever electronic device that they're using for like 2 hours. I mean, someone like myself with the eyesight that I have, I'll be like, oh, I gotta take a break. My eyes can't take it. But that's the thing. What I will do though, I do want to send out, some practice work over this. So if you all would text me your email, I think I have both of you all's emails. I have to find it, but I will send you a worksheet um, as it relates to what we did today, and so that way you can have that as practice, and so really,
Okay.
so yeah, nothing has really changed except for the platform and my hair. That's the only thing that's changed. That's it. That's all. So again, ladies, I think we did a great job. Um, First session, for math, I'll be sure to definitely give you all credit. Please still continue to work on Khan Academy because I am turning in those hours as well. And to the people that's watching the playback, if this makes it to the playback, make sure that you all are still working on Khan Academy, and please make sure that you all are signing in for the virtual classes, 9 o'clock in the morning for the English class, 11 o'clock for the math class. I will definitely be try to make sure that we allot more time for each class if necessary. So like I said, just give me some time. This is just the first day. Overall, I think we did good. Just give me some time to work through some kinks and we're gonna make it happen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes. See my little dance. Woo woo. Yes, indeed. All right. So, so yeah. So with all that being said, do y'all have any other final questions, comments, feedback?
I have some feedback. I think that as far as, whether you're viewing from your phone, your tablet, or your computer, you can keep in mind that if you need to get up and go to the bathroom or go get something to drink, then, as long as you're staying focused and really engage in, I don't see that it should be much of a issue.
And that's the projection. I don't project that it would be much of an issue myself, Miss Tiffany. Um, but everyone operates differently. And as an educator, I do understand that. So that's the reason why I'm trying to, find, more ways, more,
Yo,
engaging ways of, keeping things, um, together,
Short.
and keeping things short, and making sure that everyone understands the material, and stuff like that. So that's the, like I said, me personally, I honestly, you know um I've never had an issue with any of, those things that you just mentioned. My whole goal, of course, is to make sure that you not only retain the information but understand the concepts and how things work, because when you understand how things work, you can apply it. And when you apply it, it can, it'll make more sense.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah.
then also, and I know I should have mentioned this in the English class, when I told you they had canceled my test that I had scheduled. They didn't apply the refund. I had to call them, and even though I got the email stating that it was canceled and I should have been getting a refund, I ended up having to call them, spend hours trying to get a hold of someone, and finally I was able to reschedule. Now you do have the option to tell them if you want a refund, but they
Mm.
had dates further out that you could reschedule. So I'm just gonna wait until that time and see what happens, and then I'll let you know if what they say they're gonna do.
Oh, okay. Well, people in the playback, you heard it here first. If you have signed up for your test, and due to Auntie Rona and Uncle Virus out here acting a plum fool, um, you may have to call the 1-800 GED number. You may have to get in contact with someone. The call volume is going to be very, very high. So make sure that you have the time and you are patient enough to wait to speak to a representative. Um, and you can either, as Ms. Tiffany stated, have the option to either reschedule your test, or you can get a full refund. Okay, so but I cannot stress it enough. Please make sure that you all are checking with GED.com on updates. They may have some testing sites that may be open. I'm not sure, but make sure that you keep up with that information. Also, make sure that if you're on social media, make sure that you are staying updated on what's going on. GED, Facebook, GED, Instagram, that whole tidbit. But the website is the surefire way for the updated information. All right. So that was just for the people for the playback. Um, which this may be the playback. I don't know. I just gotta see. So anyway, I am going. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? This may actually go under bloopers. We'll just see how it go. Uh, so anywho, um, if there is nothing else, I need some water. I know that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way. And we're gonna look at these videos and redo videos, and I'm just gonna make it happen. But make sure that you all are subscribed to the channel. I know you both are, and I thank you all so much for updates, for announcements, any changes, anything. It will be coming straight there. Okay.
okay.
All right. Well, if there is nothing else, everybody raise your hand. May the Lord not. I'm gonna give y'all the benediction. May the Lord watch over me and thee. Okay. No, but for real, I pray that you all enjoy the rest of your day. Please be safe. I will be sending out that information to you all. Give me to the end of the day to send it, because it's just a lot going on, and I do have a lot to do, believe it or not. So so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. But y'all be safe. Wash your hands. Stay home. Don't eat all the quarantine snacks like I did. Okay.
Yeah, I have no
All
more.
right, see you tomorrow.
All right. I don't
Okay.
have any more either, Miss Narissa, and I'm mad about it. But that's okay because I'm gonna go to the store and get some. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.